Hey, this our first time doing a whole drop-in. We ain't did a drive. This a lot. We need to start traveling more often.
We do.
But
not in the cold though.
You say what?
Not in the cold.
Not in the cold.
Still shooting. She
been
been shooting shots at mics this whole time. But okay, we got to honor the man of the house. You know, we in a different space. That's beautiful.
A dope house. Baby.
A dope house. That's what we should.
So, not the dope house, but a dope house.
I'm using that for something. I'm using that for something. Some kind of marketing. It got to be called a dope house. But it's my boy George Davis, aka Gio.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Man, we here at Muse Coffee Studio, right?
Yes, sir.
So just tell the people where we at, how long it's been here, and what made you do it.
So this is Muse Coffee Studio, 747 Southwestern, right on the west side.
Greater West Side.
Greater West Side, baby.
In January, it'll be 4 years.
Beautiful.
wow.
Beautiful.
Long story short, or short story long,
However you want to do it. Yeah. I know you do poetry.
I started drinking, I didn't start drinking coffee at all until I was in grad school, so 26, 27.
Mm-hmm.
My only sort of connection to coffee before that was when I was a shorty in the car with my pops. He had a cigarette lit, black coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, listening to sports radio or something like that. So like, when I think about coffee, I'm like, nah.
You can probably smell squares
school,
too.
Though, right. Grad school, we started doing all the study groups, and we started out on energy drinks. That lasted about a week. I was like,
man,
I can't do
feel
it.
some jittery.
So I started, you know what I mean, getting coffee, but it was gas station coffee, dumping all kind of stuff in it.
Yeah.
And then my first job out of grad school, our building had a Starbucks in it.
Right.
So I'm like, should I graduate? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went from gas
From
station
gas
coffee
station to
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at that, you know what I mean? At that time, I'm coming off gas station coffee, so I don't know. So my go-to was a vanilla latte. This was, you know what I'm saying? Oat milk wasn't really a thing at that time. Almond milk wasn't even really a thing at that time. So like, I don't know no better, basically. But I'm in Cleveland, and I ain't had no family out there, so a lot of times I get up on the weekends and just start hitting up spots, you know what I'm saying? So I started really getting into coffee shops more than coffee. Just checking out the spaces, the different stories that they tell in the space, through the space. And I kind of just started in my head being like, man, if I have a coffee shop one day, I'd do this instead of that, or, you know what I'm saying? I would do, these are kind of stories I would want to tell, that kind of stuff. And then from there, it kind of went from if to when I have a coffee shop. You know what I'm saying? I would do this, that, and the third. So August 2019, I got laid off. And my wife, because I had talked about it so much, she was like, look, either we going to do it or we not. You know what I mean? We've been talking about it. We've been putting stuff on hold under the thinking of like, oh, you might not be able to do that.
Yeah,
right.
You going to have a coffee shop.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to trick yourself into thinking you progressing, because I had a logo, I had the name, I had the website, and that was it.
Was it always Muse?
Yeah. Because I'm a writer, but I'm very much into the creative process. So like with me, if I hear a song that's dope, my first thought is, why he write that like that? You know what I'm saying? Why they use that sound effect instead of this other thing? Like I'm always super interested in the process. Like, what was the inspiration behind
the story behind a lot? Yeah.
So like, to me, that a muse represents what inspires you to do anything.
I found one today.
Art happens in the studio.
Yeah,
so
I found the new muse
like,
today.
You say what?
I found a new muse today.
You found the muse?
Yeah.
For me, I was like, I would want to make sure that it's clear that the space that I want to have is a space that is intended to inspire. So, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to really lean in to that whole thought process. And so I started piecing it together, started putting a business plan together. Like I said, I had the logo, I had the domain. But at a certain point, I looked up and I was like, damn, I had the logo for 3 years. So it's clearly, like, that's a box that's checked, but it don't represent progress.
Right.
It's been 3 years and all I got is the logo. So really start hitting the ground, you know what I'm saying, piecing it together. And then certain things just start falling into place, you know what I'm saying, having access to the space. Then the pandemic hit. So we were kind of too far into the process to just
Scrap it.
Pull out.
To scrap it.
Yeah.
So
I was sure gonna ask you when you said 4 years.
Yeah.
The pandemic.
So you know what I mean. At that time, I was ignorant enough about it all to not be scared,
Yeah.
and I knew if I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna have a space that people are gonna want to come to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My whole thing, because the other thing at that point, I never worked at a coffee shop. All I had was the vision
Right.
and the audacity, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So when we opened, my first time using the machine was a week before we opened.
Oh damn.
And then, so that first month was just me trying to make sure I'm pushing all the right buttons,
Yeah.
doing it
Yeah.
right, you know what I'm saying? And I just knew, like, all right, today gonna be the day somebody that know coffee gonna come in and be like, Brethren don't know what he doing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right,
So,
right.
you know what I mean? It was a lot of imposter syndrome at first. And then eventually I had to get to the point where I realized, like, I'm not a coffee person. I'm an experience person. And coffee is just gonna be a part of that experience.
Yeah.
That's
I
deep.
knew, you know what I'm saying, at that point, because there was a bunch of other coffee shops opening, a bunch of coffee shops already existing. You can get coffee anywhere.
True.
But, like, what else? You know what I mean? For me, it had to come down to, you know, coffee is going to be the thing that brings people, but the experience is what's going to bring
keep
them
them
back.
there.
Bring them
You know what I'm
back
saying?
and keep them coming.
And that, you know,
Yeah.
I would say it's been a blessing to say that it has been the case. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
People come and they enjoy it. It's a bonus that the coffee is actually good.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, that's something that,
You got them buttons.
yeah, we figured the buttons out. Because I like the way I think about it is, like, when you get on an airplane, you don't ask to see the full, you know what I mean, report of the plane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You trust that the plane is gonna do what the plane's supposed to do.
Yeah.
To me, that's what the coffee is. Like, if you want to know how the bean got cleaned, and like,
I can't do that for you.
I can't do nothing.
That ain't my
you know what I'm
word.
saying?
Yeah.
But the coffee is the plane. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the experience, that's
That's what you.
that's why you have a favorite airline, because you know your experience is gonna be a certain thing.
For
You
sure.
don't have to worry about the plane.
100%.
Yeah.
So what separates Muse experience from other coffee shops? What was your ending goal with
I
that?
think it's a very sort of intentional. It's nonverbal storytelling, if you will. You know what I'm saying? When people come in and they engage with the art, they engage with the music,
Yes.
try to keep an incense burning. You know what I'm saying? I got different little touch points. You know what I'm saying? I put together a little thing called the gratitude garden. So when people come in, they see that, leave a note of gratitude for somebody, and we, you know, pick a flower and that person get a free drink or whatever the case is. So, you know, it's always just kind of about, when you come in, I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to
Yeah.
feel like you at, you know,
You in a space
that
that
mom
you-
and pop record store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When people come in and they know who you are. Like, I've seen so many just strangers become friends sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
Just because it's a comfortable environment.
space,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
It's
You
like
come in
climate and culture.
and
Is
you want
everything.
to chill. You know what I'm saying?
And that's so dope, because we don't have a lot of that, like you just said, the mom and pop record stores. We don't have a lot of that anymore. We were just talking about that, like how everything is changing. He like, you shut down all of our stuff in the hood, like that we were, you know, that we were used to.
Used to
so
having,
that is,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
good. It's good to hear.
Yeah.
I don't even drink coffee, but I'm coming back because
Yeah, it
love
just
the
feels-
ambiance, like it is. It's
And-
so dope.
Yeah.
And I've been so wrapped up in myself that I've been tweaking. I had a meeting of the minds here, and everyone like, man, when the next one? When the next one? Man, that place was so
you
dope.
definitely should do that.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely.
I'm not gonna lie
next
to
month.
you, nigga. When I was about to come out with my fall stuff just now, I'm like, I want to do something at a coffee shop and do a coffee pop up. I want to have, you know, usually pop ups are in the afternoon, eating nice shit. I want to do a pop up early in the morning, like just to have everybody come have coffee and shop. Like,
That'd
it's
be
just
dope.
different ways to just, because the vibe in here is just so.
Well, you
It
got to put
is.
it together because you
Relaxing.
done said it already.
I done
Somebody
said it
else
now.
gonna take it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
yours.
I got
That's
you.
all-
Man,
yeah,
that's
Spring
that's
kickoff,
how
spring.
it happened.
Yeah.
Like, when we started doing the fest 2 years ago, same thing.
Yeah.
Started with a conversation. Man, one day, so many festivals, but all of them say they family friendly. I take the kids out there. It's not family.
It's not family
at all.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, started with a conversation. Man, one day if I do a fest, I do it like doom. Next thing you know, somebody like, hey, you know you don't gotta wait. You can just do it.
Just
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Douglas Park too.
fuck
And
outta
then you
here,
see-
you know what I mean?
And then
but
we
did
had
it.
our guest.
Did it.
We had our guest. Ish was just on here. She doing the stuff and she outside. Your coffee, like all of that. You
Oh,
guys,
for sure.
everybody can just like.
Oh, he got a big
Yeah.
festival too. He have a big
Yeah.
festival,
You
Douglas
do?
Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, just I mean, if
Yeah.
you wanna.
Yeah, I mean that we started doing Inspired by You Fest 2 years ago. Again, just from that conversation and enough people around me to gas me up. That's why, you know what I mean, it's important to have a strong village.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Because those are the people that they gonna gas you the way you need to be gassed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Keep you humble for sure, but like sometimes you just need people to say that's easy. 'Cause
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
see stuff in you that you don't
That you
necessarily
don't
see
see.
in yourself. You know what I mean? I'm
And people
talking
can help
about
you
certain
get stuff
things,
doing it. Yeah.
And in my mind, it's so far fetched. It's a what if kind of thing, and people like, fam, what is you talking about?
Yeah.
You could do that.
Just do it.
Are you from Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
So you just knocked that out. Where you from? Chicago high school. That's kind of like how we base it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry to hear that.
I grew up out in Dalton, between
Yeah.
Harvey and Dalton. You know what I'm saying? Went to Whitney Young.
Sorry to hear that. You done well for yourself coming from.
Where you from?
Sweet
Really?
Christmas. Both? He named both. Okay. Yeah, that's a little rough.
They still wear the pink rollers out there.
What?
Harvey, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a little rough.
It used to like. It was where we grew up. You know what I'm saying? But it used to be funny seeing the people from Whitney Young be going out there to the 50.
Yeah.
You live in the suburbs. And I'm like, yeah.
That's
And
not
they
what you
come out
think.
there at the expo.
You was coming from all the way out there to Whitney Young?
Metro.
Yeah. Well, my parents worked in the city, so you know what I'm saying. We was all coming out
All
there.
coming
to the
together.
city anyway. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Man, there was a chick coming from Dalton going up the lane. So I know it was for real.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Dalton the Lane.
Dalton the lane was crazy. Crazy.
But what's her name? Dion was where?
He wasn't that far from me.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But he in the burbs too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's wild. Y'all love Whitney Young.
Yeah,
Everybody do.
Yeah, but
Tell him.
not me.
Tell him.
Not
Don't
me,
do
not
that.
me.
He
Not
said
me.
everybody
Hey,
do.
but before we get up out of here, I give them Dolphins one thing. When you, them motherfuckers be having some shit going on, except for MP. But when you talk to them, they be having some shit going on.
Except for MP.
I had
That's
to
supposed to
take
be
a
his
shot.
homie.
I'm
bro.
not bringing up
That's
Whitney Young
supposed to
without
be
taking a
your
shot at
friend,
Ant.
bro.
I'm
You
not
don't
bringing
need
up Whitney
friends like
Young without taking a shot at Ant, man.
But I definitely just wanted to make sure everybody, knew a little bit about it, because before Fresh put me on, I wasn't aware. So just having a black-owned coffee shop near the Greater West Side of Chicago is amazing to me, and plus, on top of that, it's a dope-ass spot.
It ain't just no throwing
It
together.
ain't just no like.
Yeah, it's a
it's
real
a really
life
like you
experience.
The
Man, whether
ambiance
you
is
doing work,
everything.
you chilling, you just want to catch a vibe or relax, whatever. The space is made for you.
You come do your
y'all
homework,
chill,
read books,
get away
just
from
really, yeah.
from somebody, but still be close enough. It's like everything. So y'all, man, come check out the spaces open every day. Every day,
8 to
that's
3.
another thing. They open every day. Shit.
And listen, we got conference rooms that you got to take a call at work.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Work-
Ring camera for Teams meetings.
Yeah.
So
We
we
just want to
here.
thank you for allowing us to come.
And just
be-
space.
For sure, letting us
take
be in the
use your
space.
space. It was amazing.
'Cause
Really.
we usually got company, but we appreciate you for
Man.
Inviting us
be
to
your
your house. And your house making all this
He
noise.
hit me and asked me. I ain't even asked no questions.
Yeah.
That's love. So that's the type of
100%.
Whatever y'all need.
747 Southwestern. Come check it out, 8 to 3, Monday through Sunday. All right.
Every
Paying
day.
attention to
8 to
y'all. I want to give y'all flowers too. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It take a lot to stick to something, be consistent with it.
Yeah.
Y'all been
Yeah.
knocking that shit out the park. So
For sure. We want to be the voice of the city that we ain't really
Eventually.
got, man. So
We
we
getting
appreciate
there.
you.
We
Let's
getting
keep
there.
rocking and
We gonna
rolling,
bring
man.
Renee with us.
Muse.
Oh,
Oh, don't worry about it.
Y'all know the U word.
We know
Y'all know the U word.
Oh, no, hell no. Hey, look, no, man. Nah, boy, Brandon.
He can't say
Brandon is
statistic.
everything. I got you. Muse Coffee Studio, 747 Southwestern.
Yes, sir.
Come
Don't
feel
show
the
out on
experience.
Mike because you can
My
say
mama.
Muse.
No, but I got
'Cause he can
I'm
barely
a
talk to
marketing
me.
major. Let me do this.
Say, yo, this is Mike from Always Two Sides and with my best friend Renee. If y'all rock with us, man, I need y'all to go down to Mimi's Crab Kitchen, man. Check out, they just opened up their new location. I need y'all to go down there and check it out.
At 1352 West Taylor, tell them the good people from Always Two Sides sent you.